Hi, I'm Greg, Pat's husband, and we're taping today with another patient here in San Miguel. Her name is Kathy. She's from Houston, and I'm not going to tell you her age. I'll let you guess that. But today it's beautiful. Let me just tell you a little bit about San Miguel's weather today. It's mid-June. The high is going to be about 78. There's no humidity. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. And this is about the weather we have most of the time here in San Miguel. But the real story today is going to be about Kathy, of course, but she's a very beautiful lady, and I know you'll enjoy her testimonial. And here's Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I am here at Casa Marino on my last day with Pat Marino, the lovely Pat Marino, who has asked me to tell you all a little bit about my experience from start to finish. The start was, I began by stalking Pat on the internet. And I did that for about 2 years, wondering if this could possibly be real, because I had started to see a couple of plastic surgeons in the US by then, and I had a pretty good idea of what I needed and what I wanted, and it was very expensive. Really, it was 3 times the price of the package that Pat offers. So naturally, I was skeptical, and I've traveled throughout Mexico. I do speak some Spanish, and I love this country, and I have many, many, many Mexican friends. But still, I was skeptical. And right from the beginning, Pat allayed my fears because her professionalism was amazing. She called me back immediately. She addressed my concerns in a very professional manner. She has a lovely speaking voice also. I never felt adrift in any way. She even brought up things that I didn't think of. The one thing I wasn't particularly concerned about was being picked up at the airport, but they have a wonderful driver. Miguel was the driver that picked me up, and he was darling, darling, darling. And we drove then from Leon to Celaya to the hospital. And he checked me in, and Miguel took my bags to the room, wanted to make sure that I had everything I needed, asked me what I wanted for lunch, and he would convey it to someone, and all of that was taken care of with amazing efficiency. My room, while not enormous, but what hospital room is, was large enough for a sofa. And it was quite comfortable. Hospital bed, of course. Then Dr. Koelliker came to see me, and the word that comes to mind is dignity. He is one of the most dignified men I think I've ever run across, and that was different from some of the surgeons I'd seen before. They were very arrogant, and you know, it's my way or the highway, and you ought to have this, this, and this, and I didn't want necessarily what they wanted. Dr. Koelliker asked me what I wanted, and he has a way of doing the surgery that results in very little scarring. He was able to address my jowls, which was my chief concern. And I don't have jowls anymore. And I don't have a scar under my chin, which I thought I was going to have. I also don't have scars along my ears. I have them behind, largely, a couple of stitches here, and then back and around underneath my hair. It's something that he has done thousands of times, and is obviously very, very comfortable with and very good at. And he has a very calm manner, and as I said, extremely dignified. And the staff seems to really like him also. And I don't know, for some reason, I like that. What else? Oh, the food was good in the hospital. It was simple, but well prepared and very good. And when you called for anything, I mean, they were there. You rang that bell, and it was almost as if someone were just waiting for you to ring that bell. They responded immediately. One of the problems I had after surgery was a back spasm. I'm not used to sleeping on my back, and that was very uncomfortable. And they gave me a muscle relaxant and some kind of shot. I think it was some sort of steroid shot because I was in a lot of pain. They got me a heating pad, and I mean, it didn't take but 15 minutes probably. I was amazed. They don't use a general anesthetic, which was a big relief to my husband, who was very worried about the fact that I might be going under general anesthetic. And I said, no, it's twilight. And he said, oh, well, that takes care of an enormous amount of the risk. And he used to be a medical malpractice attorney, so I think he knows what he's talking about in that regard. I think someone checked on me it felt like every 20 minutes. And they took my vitals constantly. And it was not scary. It was not scary at all. And because of the way that Pat was beforehand, I really wasn't scared. I wasn't scared going into it. I just felt prepared. I really stalked Pat on the internet for 2 years. But one of the things that worried me was I knew that although the cost was one thing that my husband wasn't going to be happy about, the other thing was there was no way that he was going to be able to see what I look like after the surgery. And in the States, I mean, they literally wheel you out after the surgery, and you're on your own. Somebody comes to pick you up at the emergency entrance, and it's goodbye. And I knew that I couldn't do that. I could not. And I'm so glad that I didn't. You need time to recover. And you need someone to help you. And you need someone to remind you. I had dermabrasion, and I still have a scab and Lipfat. I had Lipfat also. But I needed reminders about, do not do this. Fabiola is here during the day, and she was a little bossy with me about about the way I should be doing things, and I appreciated that in the end because I think it really made a difference in the results. I don't think that I bruised as much as a lot of people do, and I think it's because I did what she told me to do. Pat made sure that I wasn't too lonely and would come to check on me, and she's charming, 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 and but not at all intrusive. And staying here was exactly as advertised. Staying at Spa Club Casa Marino was exactly as advertised. Everything was exactly as advertised. I was amazed. And Dr. Koelliker took my stitches out this morning, came to Spa Club Casa Marino. I didn't have to make the trek back to Celaya. He came here right on time, which also amazed me. You know how doctors can be sometimes. But he was here at 9 o'clock, as he said he would be. And I could tell he was really excited about my results. I could. And I'm really excited myself. I'm still swollen, so when you look at this video, my before and afters, you're gonna think, oh my God, she's still got a pumpkin head, but I know that that's a temporary condition. I guess the thing that I would like to tell anyone who actually watches this video, and I watch those videos like mad. Every video that was available from Casa Marino, I watched. And I got on Real Self, that website, and looked at all the results of various people, and I really, really researched the whole thing. And from what people say, day 5 can often be the worst in terms of swelling and bruising, and it was true for me. I was surprised that after the surgery it got a little worse instead of better. And today is only day 8 for me, so I'm still swollen and I'm still bruised, but I'm not so much so that I can't go out on the street and see this beautiful town. I'm staying here for another month so that when I go back, I hope I will be pretty much healed by then. And it's a wonderful, wonderful place. And Casa Marino is a terrific place to recover. It's Pat and Fabiola, they're very caring and helpful, and the cook is wonderful. The food is simple but delicious. Let's not forget Greg, because last night I lost my internet connection, and I called and he was over in 2 seconds and had me get that all started again. So altogether, an amazing group of people, and I'm just delighted that I followed my instincts, and that I now have the results that I would have had to pay 3 times for in the US. So thank you.
I want to thank you for watching the video today. Please go to our website, www.faceliftmexico.com, and there's plenty of information on there for all of you, and plenty of videos for you to see. And there's a phone number on there, and there's a contact form, and you can reach us anytime, either by phone or via email. And thank you very much for watching the video today.